You're listening to God's Modern Day Millionaires Daily Devotional for busy marketplace leaders around the world. Day 57. Stop limiting your prosperity. One of my favorite scriptures is Jeremiah 29:11, which says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." I love Genesis 32:12 that says, "But you have said, I will surely make you prosper and will make your descendants like the sand of the sea, which cannot be counted." Then Deuteronomy 8:18, it says, "But you shall earnestly remember the Lord your God, for it is he who gives you the power to get wealth, that he may establish his covenant, which he swore to your fathers, as it is this day." You see, God always wanted the children of Israel to remember that he is and was the God of provision. He gave them the power to get wealth. God wanted to make sure Israel did not suffer from selective mind loss. While being tested, they would be challenged in their faithfulness and trust that God was Jehovah Jireh, that he would do everything that he said he would do. Jehovah Jireh is a Hebrew name meaning our God will provide. Now, Jehovah Jireh was first revealed to Abraham on Mount Moriah as the very nature of God. It's in his DNA to provide for you and for me, but it can only come when we learn to take the limits off of him. Now, Abraham was obedient to take his only son to make him a sacrifice, but Jehovah Jireh spared his son Isaac. Look at Deuteronomy 8:6-18, especially the 17th and the 20th verse. And it says, "And thou shalt say in thy heart, my power and the might of my hands had gotten me this wealth. But thou shalt remember the Lord thy God, for it is he that giveth the power to get wealth, that he may establish his covenant, which he swore unto thy fathers, as it is this day. And it shall be, if thou do not all forget the Lord thy God, and walk after other gods, and serve them and worship them, I testify against you this day, that ye shall surely perish. As the nations which the Lord destroyed before your face, so shall ye perish, because ye would not be obedient unto the voice of the Lord." You see, Joshua and Moses' mission was to transform the mindsets of the children of Israel. They both were responsible for not only bringing the people of God out of physical bondage, Egypt, but they were given the responsibility to teach them God's laws of prosperity and unlimited supply. They had 400 years of mental and physical indoctrination and programming that produced in them a limited mindset of bondage and oppression. You see, Moses and Joshua were responsible for leading them in developing a kingdom mindset for successful living. As marketplace leaders, listen to me, it's not just our responsibility to achieve wealth, to use it for kingdom building, such as providing resources for the poor, the orphans, the widows, the homeless, the elderly, the sick, the diseased, or to build sustainable communities and to create livable wages. But we are also responsible for training and teaching them how to do it for themselves. But most important is to reprogram their mindset epigenetically from that of a slave. God continued to show them that he had a plan and purpose for them epigenetically by moving the nation of Israel from a limited consciousness to one of supernatural abundance. You see, God wanted them to know he was not only a God who would meet their needs day by day, which is the manna, but to also show them he was God who was more than enough. Take off the limitations